It's a huge deal, particularly for the United States. Al Awlaki speaks English, has been a huge, if you will, sort of propagating tool of Al-Qaeda, propagating the message. But unlike so many of the clerics who speak on behalf of Al-Qaeda and who put out messages on the internet, who only speak Arabic, Al Awlaki speaks English, American national. So he has been able to sort of, if you will, draw in many of those people Al-Qaeda wants to attract to its core message of fighting the West. And Al Awlaki has been a principal voice for doing that, and being on the run in Yemen has meant that he's had the space and the time and the capability to develop that message. This is something that his message, if you will, and his appeal is something that's been growing over the past decade.
How much damage does it do to Al-Qaeda?
I think operationally it may not damage them operationally in terms of what threats and terror attacks they plan to carry out. One of their principal bomb makers, Ibrahim al-Asiri, is in Yemen as well. He made the printer bombs that were used to target US aircraft last year, made the underpants bomb that was used to target a US airliner 2 years before that. So he poses, and the fact that Al-Qaeda is getting stronger in Yemen pose a big threat to the United States. So taking Al Awlaki out of the equation perhaps doesn't damage their operations, but it damages their ability to recruit more people to the cause and draw more people into Yemen at a time when Yemen is sort of on the cusp of a civil war, and Al-Qaeda is taking control of more provinces in the south.
And partly, too, because Al Awlaki was savvy on the internet and was able to use it in such a way that was effective for Al-Qaeda.
You know, if you go to parts of London today, certainly within the past year or so, you will find huge collections of Anwar al Awlaki's CDs and DVDs in the storefronts of the religious bookstores that are close to some of the mosques. Not because these CDs and DVDs are full of him promoting a call to jihad and an absolute terroristic type violence, but they have been a sort of a strong message and appeal to people to come to sort of his purer form of Islam, if you will, over the past decade. So, so his ability to reach out to people. I was in one of those stores, bought a box set of these DVDs, and another elderly gentleman came in at the same time and bought another set as well. And I was surprised and talked to him about it. He said, no, this guy, we like him. We like what he's saying and how he's saying it, even though the terms that he speaks in are not calling for sort of terror and violence, but he's got that charismatic appeal.